for you from us. That'll be $15.95, please.
Oh, yes, robots. Yes, robots. With all the recent innovations man has made in the fields of composite materials, automation, and artificial intelligence, are we finally ready to take the leap and ask the question that has driven us from the very beginning? Robots. Are we finally able to have sex with them? However, with all the progress made in recent years towards the goal of having sex with robots, have we failed to stop and consider whether we should be having sex with robots? What if the robots decide to rise up against us and decide to only have sex with themselves? Then what? That would be sad, yeah. So is there an argument to be had as to whether we're already too dependent on technology? I mean, is it even possible to have an orgasm without an internet connection at this point? We decided to send some humans out into the petri dish that they call their world to see if we couldn't come up with some answers. Let's observe their weaknesses now.
What do you know about robots?
I know they're awesome. I like robots.
They're capable of doing a lot of things that we aren't capable of doing.
I don't trust them.
Are there any jobs that a robot should never do?
Like doctors, they have to decide, like, should we stop trying to save this person? Is it all over? I don't think a robot should make that call.
I'm gonna go with masseuse. I would not trust a robot masseuse.
When do you think machines will rise against us?
Ooh, that's coming any day now.
Would you rather have sex with an ugly human or a sexy robot?
Oh man, ugly human.
Dude, let's go robot all the way.
Robo, yeah.
I'm thinking ugly human.
Probably a sexy robot, yeah, because I haven't had sex with a sexy robot yet, you know.
Please welcome to the program, the most lifelike automatons that we could afford with our billions of startup capital, creator of the YouTube series Physics Girl, it's Dianna Cowern. And his comedian and very talented writer is Brian Gaar. And it's Ryan Haywood from Rooster Teeth. Hi guys. So, okay, are robots the best thing ever, or are we destined to die in a fire of our own intentions?
If they're gonna kill us, I think it would be something like more advanced than fire.
It seems like it would be a more sophisticated, savvy, efficient death.
Look, humans are real squishy. We make great lubricant. Just right in the gears.
We do.
Yeah.
I think they're great. Robots have improved my life big time. CDs used to cost $17. Now I got a robot DJ in my car.
I think I would like to take a moment to differentiate myself from my co-panelists here and address the future robot overlords. Dear machine gods, I am brought here against my will to this panel of human sympathizers, and I would like you to know that this is completely under duress, and anything I say from this point on, I did not mean. I love you.
That's like praying, just in case there's a God.
The problem is, we know that there are robots.
I don't think they could kill everyone, though. There would still have to be some bored tech who'd have to work on the robots when they broke down. They would still have to call, Tyler, who's all right.
They're gonna have robots to fix themselves, though. We already have 3D printers that print 3D printers. So we're gonna have robots that are working on robots.
Oh, wow.
That's not even a question.
Robots who went to community college and couldn't get it together. Yeah.
All right, from navigation to buying groceries to stocking our pets with Roombas, robots have taken over almost every part of our lives. And can society even function without robots at this point?
I think we could. There would just be a period of adjustment. You know, like when you're going to shop and the credit card machine breaks down at checkout and the person has to go digging for the old school, it'll be like that, except billions of people will die.
I like the idea of billions of people dying as an adjustment period. But I'm just stuck on that. But robots, Like they don't only like help grow your food, they help harvest your food, they help bring your food to you by packaging it and sending it. If you've ever set an alarm using Siri, that's a robot. If you've ever used like an inbox to sort your junk mail, that's a robot.
Wait, we got robots harvesting our crops, so they're like farmer robots out there right
Yeah.
now? A robot out there who's like kind of racist a little bit, like harvesting your pears, like we really need to build a wall. That'd be awesome.
All right, so if there was a global system failure, what do you think you would miss most about robots in your daily life?
Well, you know what they haven't yet mastered?
What?
And I think we need to invest some robot time in. So Roombas are great. I'd hate to lose my Roomba. Except for the days where I come home and discover that it has decided to redistribute a pile of dog feces liberally about the room.
How long have you owned it?
Oh gosh, about
You
2
have to
3
clean
years.
the poop?
I cleaned it. Oh man,
You
it was
kept it even
it
after
was
it
a
spread?
long process, okay? I
like-
was going deep into the innards of that Roomba. That Roomba and I know each other biblically now.
I would have thrown my Roomba off a building if it had spread dog shit all over my house one day. I wouldn't be like, we can make this relationship work.
I did have sort of a weird flashback moment to it when you have your dog and it poops on the floor and you take the dog and you like show it the poop and you're like, no. And then the Roomba's version of that is it rubs it all over the floor. It's like, no.
You guys have taken the best part of robots, the fact that they don't have bodily fluids, and you've ruined it. You've ruined it. You're
Don't
doing it on your
look at me,
face.
I'm with you. I'm not for eye shit over here.
There was a serious question that I've been trying to figure out for a long time, and it's like, why the fuck did C-3PO have a red arm?
It's robot fashion, man. We don't know. Like, why are you arm shaming him, first of all? Not cool, dude.
All right, so Microsoft chatbot Tay went from a fun new chatbot concept to batshit crazy racist in less than 24 hours. So if our tech is a reflection of ourselves, should AI development just be like stopped just immediately, or at least until we can person-proof AI?
Whoa. Tay was great. Then he got access to humans. I think we need to spend more time on AI and less time on humans. Let's scale back the development on humanity.
I think Ryan is like arguing for the extinction of the human race.
That was a threat. That felt like a threat.
It felt like a threat.
Yeah,
It definitely felt like a threat.
I think there are legitimate concerns, and in fact, there was a letter that came out recently signed by like 1,000 scientists and roboticists, including Stephen Hawking and including Elon Musk and Steve Wozniak. They were warning like we need to take precautions now as we start developing these weapon robots. What you need to do is take these robots and you change their algorithms so that they're kind of society-proofed.
But how do you give it digital morals?
Yeah, it's always going to get corrupted. Like, they can build like a robot and like, hi, I'm here, I'm the newest AI, I come in peace, and dudes in 4chan would program it to say the N-word immediately.
But to get it to a truly artificial intelligence level, it has to be able to self-improve itself.
That's
How do you
true.
stop it from picking that stuff up?
I mean, that's one difference between AI and just a robot. Like, there's artificial intelligence, and then there's just like, it's a robot, and it like moves things on a conveyor belt.
Just put a big red self-destruct button on the back. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Problem solved.
Fuck, it's so simple. All right, we wanted to get deep about robots, so we sent some humans to find some other humans to ask about robots. Here is what we found.
What would it take to convince you that a robot had a soul?
It would have to make me cry.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What if it just fucked up your house?
That would
While
make
you were
me
gone.
cry. That would make me angry.
What about those hot Japanese sex robots? They got souls?
I mean, sure. I mean, you gotta feel a connection, am I right?
You look like you own one.
I mean, I'm not telling you.
Do you think those hot Japanese robots maybe have a soul?
If you pump a soul into them enough, probably.
I could do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I don't want to think about it.
Hey, you know what's your business? Your data is your business, and you should keep it safe with ExpressVPN, the market-leading VPN that's rated #1 by TechRadar. Without a VPN, your internet, your browsing data, it can be tracked by your ISP, your cell provider, ad companies, hackers. ExpressVPN encrypts your internet data, preventing others from sniffing your information over the network. It's kind of nice, right? So we actually set it up here in just a couple minutes. The interface is really super simple, and with just a single click, ExpressVPN was protecting our data. It was nice. So ExpressVPN, It's in 94 countries, so ExpressVPN has speeds consistently faster than other VPNs because it's in all these countries. So you can get 24/7 customer service for help when you need it. Plus, there are apps for every device. They got Windows, they got iOS, they got Android, Mac, Linux, and more. So ExpressVPN is internet. It's internet without restrictions, really. Securely stream, download content. ExpressVPN keeps no activity or connection logs because your data is your business. You can get started today for less than $7 a month to get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So $7 a month, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can take your internet privacy back today. Find out how you can get 3 months free by clicking on the link in the description box. You enter expressvpn.com/WDYK. That's expressvpn.com/WDYK for 3 months free and a 1-year package. So visit expressvpn.com/WDYK. Learn more. Take back your privacy today.
We're talking about robots and how they're trying to kill us. It's very sad. So according to CNET, this actually happened. Yeah, so why do we so blindly follow robot directions? Have you ever found yourself in a situation where robot directions led you astray?
How did she end up in a lake? She still has, like, she can still see. Like, unless there was a second robot over her head, like, covering her eyes with its robot's hands.
One thing, though, do you remember the days before MapQuest?
There were actual maps.
Yes.
I remember.
And I tried to follow one from Atlanta to Columbus, and I ended up in Alabama.
No.
So I would argue, perhaps the lake is a better result.
That is not. That is user error. I honestly don't remember a time where an actual map failed me. Never, never. The further back I go back in time, the more reliable technology is. And now it's to the point where you get your update needs an update because the update is broken. Like, I don't know why that is. And
Clearly that you're an Apple product user.
That could be it. All right, well, robots started to give more than directions, according to Gizmodo. They started to drive. Do you think that we'll live in a driverless society? I mean, do you think it's inevitable at this point? It seems like the technology's there, right?
Yeah, and I'm really excited for it. I would so put my life in the hands of an algorithm and a robot instead of humans. Statistically, it's just safer. That's what I want.
Having to operate a motor vehicle is really the one thing keeping me from being a complete drunk piece of shit 24 hours a day. Like, wouldn't you just get up in the morning, just shot,
No reason to be sober anymore.
Time to go to work.
Oh my God. I think statistically it's safer, but I don't think people are perceptually ready for the idea of, like, okay, if I go out and I crash into a building, that's on me. But it's like the idea that you're just absolutely giving it up to complete randomness, even if I don't know that people are going to engage in that.
But that's the thing, is it's not just on you. It's on all of the other people on the road. And, like, do you trust the guys who are getting up and taking 4 shots? Sorry, I didn't mean to point at you, just... like, the guys...
If every car is self-driving, though, it's going to be a lot of masturbating in cars. A lot. Constantly.
You know, I've never looked over and wondered.
Constantly.
And now I'll have to.
Yeah.
But is that a problem, though?
Look, you
Like,
still got
I
the
mean,
cigarette.
you've got all...
And we know Ryan is willing to clean up after it, so, I mean, no problem. When does the concept of a robot babysitter start to make sense? Well, it doesn't matter what you think, because according to Wired, they already exist. Yes, the robots, they move quickly. Yeah, it's kind of gross. Would you trust a robot with children?
100%. Yep.
Really?
Take my 3-year-old daughter. Hope you like watching Frozen, robots. That robot's gonna be like, if I have to hear Let It Go one more time, I'm gonna jump in the bathtub with a toaster.
Here's the thing. My 5-year-old can already operate the iPad at like a 12th grade level.
Right.
By the time he was 14, he would have that nanny reprogrammed to buy him beer and hookers.
Like, I feel like there's gonna be disclaimers all over the robot system that's like, do not leave your child alone with the robot.
Warning, may blend baby.
Yes, sex robots exist, and there's now talk of robot sex brothels.
Don't women already kind of have sex with robots? Like, if you have like a programmable dildo, I mean, isn't that...
There's not just dildos, there's like full machines.
Right.
I've seen Howard Stern, sure.
Yeah. I would be worried about getting my dick crush, though.
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel like I've gotten stuck in those blood pressure cuffs at Walgreens. Like, I feel like it's the same.
I would definitely try it. I think it would be fun. Like, I think that would be something novel, and novel things release serotonin in your brain.
Okay, so now let's take this conversation from the abstract, yes, to the very literal. So would you fuck this?
God.
This is, of course, a machine that works with virtual reality gaming being developed in the good old US of A to synchronize stimulation with gameplay. So Ryan, I know we all look forward to the Achievement Hunter videos for this game.
Have you seen the guys I work with? Do you really want to have a room full of that? 6 stations of it? The noises alone. Especially Jack. Come on.
How do you explain that to your wife?
You don't need a wife at that point. It's game over. It's game over, ladies.
All right, well, let's go back to our team on the street.
Can you do the robot?
I like to think I do. I don't
Okay,
know.
yeah. Can you demonstrate? Do you think robots would be offended if they saw you doing that?
Yes, very much so.
All right, well, a recent European Union proposal has called to classify robots as electronic persons and for their owners to pay Social Security on their behalf. This is real. Is this a good way to force employers who use robots to pay their fair share, or is this complete bullshit?
This is so sad because you know all these young robots are paying into Social Security and they're never going to see that money. We just have all the robots just do every single job and the rest of us go fishing.
That's like the utopia of robots,
Yeah.
right? But like, you're not gonna own the robots. I'm not gonna own the robots. It's gonna be the Trumps of the world that are gonna own the robots, so they're gonna be the ones making all the money, and then no one else is gonna have jobs at that point, and they're not gonna have money to buy the things that all the Trump robots are making, and oh my God, like that's a nightmare.
We're done.
I want to see a robot comic. I would see a robot stand-up comic. It would be cool to watch a robot like, you, sir, on the front row, what do you do for a living? Nice shirt, does it come in men's? That'd be great.
Believe it or not, that exists already. There's a robot comedian.
Really?
Coming to take your job.
Here's the thing. You're glossing over human nature, right? So just because 47% of jobs could be replaced by robots doesn't mean 47% of the jobs will be taken by robots. I, as a parent, still need a place to send my teenager so we can learn how shitty the world is. He needs to go flip burgers for a while. I, as a consumer, need to go to that McDonald's so I can look in their eyes as I buy the burger and watch their soul die just a little.
But as far as jobs, I stayed at a robot hotel once.
What does that mean?
So I stayed in a robot, like a hotel completely run by robots in Japan, called the Henna Hotel, and everything from the front desk is robots that check you in. The robot that greets you is like a female, like pretty Japanese robot for Japanese-speaking people, and then the English-speaking robot is a dinosaur. Wait.
Welcome. Welcome to the Henna Hotel. Thank you for your visitors. On top of the fill in the phone number.
Do they think we still have dinosaurs?
I mean, I love that the Japanese are like, let's think of like the most American thing.
Is
like,
that how they see us? Is this how the rest of the world sees Americans?
That's so inaccurate. That robot had no firearms on him. He looked his normal body weight.
You know the weirdest part, and like that was weird shit, but the weirdest part was the hotel is in a theme park that is made to look like a Dutch village. Like the whole thing is a Dutch village. So like Japanese people don't have to go across the globe to see what it's like in Europe.
We're going too many layers down here. Let's go to the Dutch village to the robot hotel to meet the American dinosaur.
But will Google ever go Skynet? Stephen Hawking has warned of the need to enhance our own intelligence ahead of the machines so that we're not left behind. So, we talked about this earlier. Do we fear AI?
Can we talk about Stephen Hawking for a minute? I mean, boy, dude's such a downer. Like, aliens? Oh, we don't want to meet them. They're real bad. We don't know. AI? Super bad. No. If he could just stop it with these well thought out and informed opinions.
Yeah, like, is one of the symptoms of ALS like being a complete bucket of cold water about everything? Like, God. I think AI is already kind of taken over because, like, anyone under 30, Google has all your dirt because it has your Gmail account. So if anybody, like, in their 30s or younger runs for president, Google's going to be like, yeah, here's what a dirtbag they were 20 years ago.
AI will get to the point where it could be a serious threat. And that is if we continue to make artificially intelligent weaponry.
Well, how do you have a relationship, though, with something that's artificially intelligent? It's so far at the point where it becomes self-aware and becomes intelligent. I would imagine that its processing power would be such that it would be so far beyond our ability to interact with it.
We'll have like a week where it's just sort of like I'm talking, and we'll have like a week to like, listen, you're gonna get smart real quick, please don't kill us, remember us, okay? And then that'll be it.
And then his eyes glaze over. Yeah, too late.
Yeah. I've had relationships like that. All right. So if you had a time machine and a choice to live in a world before processing power or the internet or robots, would you?
How would I get packages fast or masturbate? Once more, I would like to reaffirm my allegiance to the great robot overlords. May I be the last of the squishy humans to go.
All right, guys, well, I think that, hey, we've learned a lot about robots tonight, and here's what I think that we can say that we know for sure in a segment called What I Know. I know eventually robots will be free to marry whomever they want, whenever they want, just like humans, but there will always be naysayers with the slogans like, marriage is between Adam and Eve, not Adam and bleep blurp 3072. And I know that once we commonly have sex robots, doing the robot at a friend's wedding will mean something completely different. And I know that we've learned a ton about our correspondent, Todd.
Do you think those hot Japanese robots maybe have a soul?
If you pump a soul into them enough, probably.
I could do that.
You probably keep Todd away from large appliances. Oh my God, that is our show. Please thank our panel. Yes. It's Dianna Cowern. It's Brian Gaar. It's Ryan Haywood. And I'm Joel, and for all of humanity, I apologize to the robots. I'm sorry. Please don't take it out on me. Take it out on Ryan. Goodbye.
Just click the link already!